Hey everyone. I know I started this live kind of super fast, so I'm just gonna wait for the room to load for a second, and we'll get going. In the meantime, I will say hi to everybody. Hey Julie, perfectly, France, Roro, not my real name, Coco, Seraphim, Barbie. Sorry, I'm a little rusty. Welcome back, Seraphim. I was just thinking about you the other day, actually. Hope you're doing okay. Coco, Paula, Pixie, Sheila, Sophie, Lizzie Pop. Uh, ooh. Yeah, Cody, that is too much. I know, I gotta close the door. It's like all like sun.
Is it the door?
Yeah, it's the door.
Oh, sorry.
Sandra, Miss Optimistic. Hello, hello, Melanie. Hi. Okay. So. Word in the yard, rather. MTT, I just saw the thumbnail, so I was laughing. Hold on. Trying to like this all happened within like the last 10 minutes, so I'm trying to give you as much information as possible. So I have emails coming in. Hold on. What is this? Okay. I don't even know where to start with this one. Hey, Glenda. Hey, Ann. Hi, Sly.
Hey, haters.
Hey, haters. Okay. So, speaking of haters, Ms. Lita, fan favorite from season 6. One of my personal favorite cast members of all time. I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh, but I do mean to laugh because it's really funny. And Miss Lita Margarita, if you don't remember who Lita is, she was married to Eric. She kicked her stepdaughter Tasha out of the house. Her and Eric bought 3 $5 footlongs for Lita's entire family and split them up for a party at 15 people to serve them food. That Lita, it's just to jog your memory a little bit in case, because it's been a hot minute since she's been on the TV. Lita was arrested today.
Why?
Well, let's get to it. And if you know, my personal track record with Lita has not been great. She's been one of the most awful human beings ever to like walk this planet. And she fit in with my haters group quite nicely. And just most recently, she resurfaced and ran back to the same people. So,
well, she was gone for how long though before anybody even saw her again?
Last we heard from Lita, Lita had did a civil lawsuit against me and Sherelle and Perry. That was, I want to say, Lord, like August of 21.
Yeah, it's like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah, 2.5 years ago. About, I think it was May of 21. She filed it, and by August it was settled, and Lita lost against me, Sherelle, and Perry. To Sherelle's credit, because Sherelle's attorney, I will give her the credit on that one. Sherelle's attorney did all the legwork on that one. And if you remember what was going on at that time in our lives, me and Sherelle were also getting sued at the same time by the one from Team Mom. What's her name? Janelle, and a bunch of haters that are still hating me at right now. So me and Sherelle and Barry won both lawsuits. And when Sherelle beat Lita in court, I think now I don't remember exactly how this played out, but Sherelle's attorney got Lita on a slap, which means like, you know, she's just doing lawsuits for the sake of lawsuits. And you know, Lita had to pay Sherelle like a hefty not fine amount, like a restitution or whatever. And I don't know what the exact amount is. Everyone speculated for a while. Some people said it was over $100,000. I don't know.
That's not ours.
So, you know, I was only a co-defendant, and you know, Sherelle's team did all the legwork on that one. So I wasn't entitled to anything because I didn't care. I just wanted to be bothered with it. So then after that, August of 21, Lita just fell off. She crawled back to the rock she came from, and no one's heard from her since. Up until like, I want to say like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, Lita has reemerged after her 2.5 years of hating hibernation and found her way to all the same people that she was friends with who were attacking me and everybody else. And that's where she found home again. So that's the background on Lita. And, you know, Lita would go live and no one could beat me. Eric would go live and say, Lita always wins. Like that was a funny live Eric did one night. You know, everyone should be afraid of Lita because Lita always wins. Like surrender, Darcy, like Wizard of Oz type shit. So let's go back to today's events now. I posted it. Okay. You really want the mugshot just to hold on. Let me share my screen.
There's a mugshot.
Oh, there is.
Shut your face.
And by the way, guys, that's going to be my Christmas card this year. So I'm not kidding. No. I'm getting these printed in wallet size. Let me see right here. My channel. I'm so rusty. I haven't been live in weeks. So bear with me. How do I even get to my page? Jesus. Nope, that's my story. Wow, I am really, really rusty. Hold on. Profile. There we go. Okay. All right, so settings. Present, share screen, Instagram, share. Okay. There it is. That is, did you see her mugshot?
No, I haven't seen this. That's why I ran over here. Oh.
That's our Christmas card. Get ready for it. Thank you, Roxanne. I might put a little Santa hat on her. I'm not sure yet.
Wait, make it bigger? Can you make it bigger?
Nope, hold on. So there we go.
Wow.
And let's read. This is today.
Leave it up there. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to say.
So thank you, Julie. All right, so here's what this reads. And again, I posted this on Instagram, so you can read it there. I think I posted it everywhere. So here's what this reads. I'm not going to put the print up because no one's going to be able to read it.
Very tiny.
On Thursday, October 5th, 2023, which was Thursday that just passed, the Portage Police Department Now, the Portage Police Department is in Wisconsin. The Portage Police Department was notified by the owners of Loggerhead Deco, located on Ladon Drive in the city of Portage, regarding an internal theft involving a temp employee employed as their bookkeeper. Wait, Lita, the doctor? I thought Lita had a medical degree.
And don't ask me.
Can someone clarify for me? You mean Lita
We get a confirmation.
the chief doctor at Johns Hopkins University is working as a temp? No.
Did her past catch up with her?
To continue. Oh yeah, she was a doctor. She claimed to be a doctor for years, only because she had, that's Lita. That's proper Lita. Oh wait, Julie, we didn't get that far yet, but thank you. Through the investigation, it was determined the employee had made fraudulent payments and withdrawals to several outside business accounts and customers using Loggerhead Deco's account information. Oh. These victims are not only in the state of Wisconsin, but surrounding states as well. Some victims reporting several thousands of dollars. Sorry. So you mean Lita was stealing money? This sounds very familiar.
Huh.
So wait, so let me put this in a different way. So Lita was stealing money from her job and then giving it and putting it in other accounts. Boy, I swear to God, Cody, I can't put my finger on it, but I swear I've heard something similar to this on the YouTube streets before. I don't know where I've heard it before, but it sounds really, really familiar. All right, so back to this. These victims are not only in the state of Wisconsin, but surrounding states as well. Some victims reported several thousands of dollars in unauthorized business account payments and withdrawals. It was further discovered that the employees association as co-owner to a business in Arkdale, Wisconsin, helped the employee facilitate these crimes. Oh my God, I can't. Oh my God. Arrested as a result was Lita Margarita, age 34, of Arkdale, Wisconsin. Booking photo attached. And as you can see right there, there's the booking photo. Lita Margarita is facing charges of theft from a business setting, fraudulent data alteration, forgery, and wire fraud against a financial institution. Again, God, all this sounds familiar with somebody else I know on right? Like,
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
just Additional charges may be forthcoming as the investigation progresses. These charges are merely an accusation of criminal conduct where probable cause existed for an arrest. The individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. The Portage Police Department is still working on identifying other potential victims. Anyone with information regarding Lita Margarita. Now, guys, get a pen and paper out because this is the police asking for help. Anybody with information regarding Lita Margarita can contact Lieutenant Ben Newman at the Portage Police Department at 608-742-2174. And that's signed by Lieutenant Ben Newman.
You better sell that Corvette.
Please, I quite like that. And there you have it. Now,
Trash stays with trash.
now I have something else. Let me see here. Hold on.
Now, John, I have a question for you.
Uh-huh.
That's not going to look very good for her husband that is still in the military now, is it?
Well, I'm not sure about that. I don't even know if he's still in the military, to be honest with you. I stopped caring about them long ago. But I will say this, something like this, I think, might get her deported. I mean, I don't know, but she is working. I don't want to speculate because I'm no immigration attorney. And maybe she has all the paperwork she needs to already be here and not have to worry about something like that. I don't know. So don't put words in my mouth. I'm just saying, like, I would think that this might have some type of issue with her status being here in America.
Yeah. I
Um,
agree with that.
Now, Lita was booked on 4 charges. It was theft in a business setting, fraudulent data alteration, wire fraud against a financial institution, and uttering a forgery. Boy, was the team of winners giving Lita lessons?
What's what would you say would be like the if she's
I'd
found,
ask for my money back, Lita, if I were you. You're gonna need it.
if she's found guilty, what do you like? What's the life like?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know if these are felonies or misdemeanors. Like again, I'm no attorney, so I don't know.
But she's been in trouble in her country before. But over here in the U.S., she hasn't been in trouble except for the lawsuit, and that was it, right?
Well, yeah, she has a spotted history with stuff that may or may not have happened, like car races that ended, again.
But that's not that's
car
not
races that ended
US.
up in deaths, and
country.
I don't know, dude. I have no idea. There's a lot going on with her. As far as I know, Elizabeth, she's still with him. I mean, she still lives in Arkdale, Wisconsin.
And that's where
So I'm assuming that's where, I'm assuming.
I mean, they bought a house together a while back.
And why were you doing this, Lita? Was it to pay off Sherelle? Or because you're greedy and a horrible person and you thought stealing money from innocent people?
I take
using your company that you're a temp girl, a temp. She probably figured, oh, I temp, never catch me.
She thought that maybe that she could just do it and then leave, and they wouldn't care because she's a temp. And then they caught on to it, and they went and got her.
Stacy, to update, Lita got arrested today.
Public records.
I don't think that she has her. I definitely don't think she's a citizen yet. She's here on a green card. I mean, if she's working in an office, she definitely has a green card, right? But a temp bookkeeper, how many times did you say you were a doctor and that's what you had to do, Lita?
Huh? I feel sorry for the patients that she had over there in her country because they probably came out.
But she never had one patient in her life.
She worked on cats.
I wouldn't trust a rat for her to work on. So
we'll see if Daddy bails her out of this one.
That's what I'm trying to find out right now, if she's still being held or if she was bailed out. She's probably, I don't know what money they have after the Sherelle stuff. I don't even know if she ever paid Sherelle anything, to be honest with you.
Her dad has money.
Sherelle, girl, if you are listening, please come up and fill us in. I would love to hear your input on this.
To have you up here, please.
Sherelle, if you are listening, please come up.
But I mean, her dad is like a big doctor and stuff over there too, in like her country, right? So
Well, it's been alleged that Lita's father has gotten Lita out of trouble in the past by paying, and alleged, not saying it
allegedly,
happened,
yes.
by paying off police and authorities to get Lita out of trouble. I.e., this alleged car racing accident that she had in like Japan, I think, or something like that, that resulted in an alleged fatality or multiple alleged fatalities. I haven't thought about Lita in so long. But so yeah, this is what's up. Yeah, I know, Sophie.
I wonder if she was driving a Corvette.
I know. I can't see this weighing very positively for any type of green card situation. This is, and I'm going back in time now. Oh, this just in, breaking news. Wait, do I even have a breaking news thing anymore? I don't even know if I have it anymore.
Not the teeny tiny shot one.
Wait, do I?
News.
Is that it?
Oh,
is that the one? So Lita is still currently in custody. She is still in jail right now, which tells me that they don't have a pot to piss in.
Does it say what the bond is? Or is there like bond revoked?
Wait, hold on. I'm talking to somebody who knows some stuff. Hold on. Sorry. I found out about this whole situation 5 minutes before I started this live.
Yeah, it was like 15 minutes ago. We found out everything. It was like, oh my God.
So I kind of wanted to hop on it. Because if anybody had the right to do this live, it was me against Lita. After the hell she put me through for 4 years.
Like whose chat she's been in and whose friends.
This woman for 4 years has made my life a living hell.
How they are. So,
Oh my God. Can someone do me a favor? Can somebody find Home Depot Jen's mugshot for me? I'm going to put him right by, because they were best friends, right? Side by Shelly, you got that, girl. I think that might be my Christmas card. Like, this woman was one of the worst people. Oh, there it is. Take a screenshot of that and send it to me, please.
I'm on top of it, baby. You know me.
She's in jail for, she was a temp bookkeeper. For all you people just joining in, she was working as a temp bookkeeper at some type of, I don't know, decorating place. What's the place called? Loggerhead Deco. I don't know. Deco. Since Deco's in there, I don't know what that means.
What's it called? I'll look it up.
Loggerhead Deco. Yeah, what kind of business is that? And she was taking money from her job. Sound familiar? And giving it to herself. just thinking about these charges right now out loud. Loggerhead Deco. Oh. They do glass bottle decorating to the beverage industry. We specialize in decorating bottles and glassware for distilleries, wineries, breweries, and niche markets that require custom screen printing and spray frost bottles. Our bottle printing and spray processes are eco-friendly and lead-free, making Loggerhead 100% Proposition 65 compliant and all that. So they make bottles look pretty. That's what the company does. Oh, Anna, remember she was supposed to be a doctor here too? Oh, goodness.
See, people make fun of our cottage because it's small, but yet when they showed pictures of their house and their
I don't
kitchen
care if we live
falling
in a small
apart,
place. We live
like,
2 blocks from the beach.
you know why?
I love where we live.
Our house isn't falling apart like theirs was.
That's neither here nor there, Cody.
It's proof because she showed it from her own thing.
I'm trying to see if these are felonies. I think so.
Stealing money, yes, that has to be a felony.
They were just out of doctor positions at the temp agency, so she went. There you go. See, that's it. That's exactly right, Jed. They were out of doctor positions at the temp agency, so she had to go with bookkeeping. You know, she girl had to work.
The girl did work. Girl did work. She did more than work. She did overtime work.
But I'm telling you, all these charges sound very familiar. Uttering a forgery. Wasn't there somebody else that Lita's friends with that got arrested for check forgery?
That's what I said before. Her friends that she's been in the chats with.
I don't know. Maybe rhymes with Bernice. Theft in the business selling. I don't know. That sounds also very familiar.
Different accounts. Huh. She had a teacher.
Rhymes with Blableria.
Korea.
Fraudulent data alteration. Oh, that sounds also very familiar. Wire fraud against a financial institution. Oh, I'd ask for your money back, girl, because Crime 101 isn't paying what it. Did you get your associate's degree? Because I'd ask for your money back if I were you. Just saying. Oh, God. Yes, Lita, the doctor, got arrested. She did. And as far as I can tell right now, she's still being held.
And guys, this is all public records. Like, this is all like on the internet. Y'all can find this yourself. So nothing's made up. It's there for everybody to see.
And like the sad part or the funny part really is that like Lita, you should have stayed underneath your rock. So let's think, you know, because everything has to be proper with Lita, right? It's not proper. That was Lita's big thing. So Lita, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing when you decided to re-enter the community of thieves and liars and criminals, which you so rightly belong in. I mean, you found your people and they took you in.
She didn't even try to find a new group to go to and stay away from, like,
no, she went right back to it.
She went right back to the crazy people. She didn't even like waste no time. When she came back, she just went right back to the crazy.
Right back to it. And
find a new group, girl.
Meanwhile, she's knowing she's cooking the books as a temp a temp. She's literally cooking the books
Yeah.
as a temp employee at this nice bottle place that makes all they want to do is make people's bottles look nice.
Yes.
And Lord, like we don't know how much was stolen. The initial report says thousands. I don't know if it's tens of thousands.
From multiple companies.
No, from one company, but multiple clients.
But multiple. Oh, okay, states.
Wait, my chat is like really rolling. And you go back to them knowing what you're doing and that you could possibly be, and she, like in her head, she never thought she'd get caught. She never thought she'd get caught.
Well, no, she's a
just like she
doctor.
never thought she'd lose to me and Sherelle and Perry. And because, like Eric says, Lita always wins.
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor.
She's a doctor.
Oh, you can't make this up.
Will she take my hand in marriage?
Oh. And I don't know, like, you know, what, you know, they're going to need an attorney, right? And, you know, now those of us who know Lita well, like Julie, those of us who've been around for a long time, we were actually friends with her at some point, right? Lita would never have taken some temp job at a bookkeeping company if she didn't have to. Right or wrong, Julie, do you want to come up? Right or wrong? Lita never worked this whole time
She would have never.
that she was there. She was here. She never worked because it was beneath her. Because Lita was a doctor, guys. So her working at a temp agency, picking up the phones, that would never happen unless she had to be working because they were hemorrhaging money because of all these fake lawsuits and restraining orders that they were putting out on people. And that's fact right there. Never.
Well, that was shown like years ago. So, I mean.
So, again, I have to go back to the Sherelle lawsuit where, you know, Lita owes Sherelle a lot of money from filing that fake lawsuit that Lita, and then, you know, Lita also had to pay for an attorney against me, against Sherelle, the Las Vegas thing that they lost. And I, you know, then Lita tried to appeal it a million times. And I know this because I was a co-defendant on the case and I got all the letters in the mail of all her keep trying to say, oh, this is wrong. And just the judge had it with her. So if she's working as a temp, it's because she had to be working. And I guess in Lita's head, well, you know, if I have to work to make this money to pay off debts we have, then let me see if I could, you know, have a little side hustle.
Well, John,
here's the link, Julie.
As we all
no, but me and Julie probably know Lita the longest out of everybody here. Go ahead, Cody.
As we know, temps either don't get paid, or if they do get paid, they don't get paid very well.
No, they don't get paid.
But
they get paid nothing.
Have access to all of the information of the business because they help run the business. So she's not getting paid, or she's not getting paid very well
Nikita,
to pay her bills and pay off her liens and whatever on her. So she's taking money.
Hey, Julie.
Hey, I am so sick.
Hi, sweetie.
Yeah, Julie's got pneumonia right now, so.
But this is like fucking Christmas.
Is there any way you can make yourself a pinch louder? You're very low.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like Christmas. Pneumonia be damned. I'm here for it. Do you remember in 2018 when I told you she was looking for a job and she got offered a job
at a doctor's office, right?
It was an optician, the like front desk in an optician's office, and they were going to pay her $10 an hour, and she was going to take it. And I was like, Lita, you could work at Burger King for more than that.
I was
And
making more at the deli shop.
she was going to take it, and she may have, but I told her, I'm like, Burger King pays more than that, honey. Because we were still friends at that time. But oh my God, this is everything.
And you would agree that Lita is only working right now because she has to be working.
Well, she's not working
Absolutely.
right now. She ain't working. Well, this might be stamping license plate, but that's it.
Yeah, anybody need a custom plate? I'll send you Lita. I'll send you to Lita.
Can I just really be petty spaghetti right now and look at how much
As long as you do it classy.
look how much weight she's gained.
Wow.
Lita, you called me fat girl. Look at you.
Maybe she did take that job at Burger King. I don't know.
I'm gonna die.
Julie, you sound horrible. Get
I
off
dropped out.
get off this. You sound
gotta
bad.
Sick, sweetie.
Bye.
Just rest.
Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
Oh, poor Julie.
You know, and let's not forget
She's
that.
so sick.
And thank you for reminding me.
Get well, Julie. I love you, sweetie.
You know, Lita got a 4-year restraining order against Tasha, Eric's daughter, because Tasha was just clearly trying to speak on like how horrible she was. A 4-year restraining order against Tasha, and Eric signed off on it.
Her own father.
Her own father signed off on it. Wow. Again, this sounds awfully familiar.
I call that
People-
a shitty dad.
People with no family values, like that would put the needs of some 90 Day Fiance cast member over the needs of their own children. Wow. This is just riddled with similarities. Riddled.
Where's Cody with a K?
Riddled with similarities. Oh, Lord. What else we got? I'm still trying to figure out if these are felony charges. These are felony charges in other states. But I have one of my investigative reporters on this trying to find out
I'm the informant.
if these are. Shelly, you're good at this. Shelly, can you look that up? Oh, I see the 2 grannies are going. They just couldn't. Wow.
What?
Another live set. It's fine. This is why I've been off.
With
This
the-
is why I haven't even
with
mentioned
the two
them.
people that harass us.
Yeah, they've even been on YouTube.
Figures.
They better go defend. They better go defend their person currently in custody for breaking for felonies and theft and wire fraud, and also they better go bring up this poor woman who's been dead for over a year now. Better do that because that's all you got. That's all you got.
Is movie theater like Forehead gonna be there too?
No, Glenda, I don't want to interview Tasha. I mean, it's old news. I'm sure Tasha just wants to
She wants to be left alone.
be left alone and live her life. And, you know, I'm not going to bother her with this. I'm only doing this because she got arrested today. And as everybody knows, you know, Lita has been just an awful, awful human being to me and to a lot of other people. So I have no interest in interviewing Tasha. I'm sure Tasha has a big old smile on her face right now.
She already moved back into the house.
I don't know. Maybe it's been a long time. It's been 5 years. I don't know. Maybe Tasha and her are buddies now. I don't know. You know, but I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in it at all.
Don't know, don't care.
I'm just happy that anybody who's been affected by Lita. Okay, so it's a felony in Wisconsin to have stolen amounts of $2,500 or more. So yeah, it's a felony. Look how they defend like criminals. Look at it.
Like I said,
Criminals defending criminals.
John,
That's what that is.
That's what I said earlier. I said crazy
This
always
is this
sticks with crazy.
this is them. We're criminals and we have to support other criminals. That's them right now.
They all stick together.
Guys, we're criminals and we get to support our brethren of other criminals. And you know, we're not gonna let this John get away with it.
You know that she was probably taught some of this stuff by her friends that she's been in the chats with.
You like it's like, you know, I've been offline for like a few weeks now, and I just look at things differently. I needed to get away from all this. And honestly, if this didn't happen today,
was a good laugh.
if this
was a
if
really
this
good laugh.
if she
This
wasn't
was
arrested today, I would have never have been live. But I said, "Oh, I gotta say something on this one. I have to. You know, hey Sue, there was no way after the years of torment this one put on me and my family that I could not just look at this and laugh silently. No, I had to have a laugh out loud on this one. So that's why I'm here.
More than just one. More than just one LOL. Good Lord. Even the cats were laughing.
I will. Well, hold on. I'm getting so many texts about information about Lita. I'm trying to like. Hold on. I have a lot of wheels moving at the same time. Where's this person? Okay. And I have missed everybody, to be honest with you. I have. Miss talking about the shows, but I needed, like I said, I needed a break. And when you remove yourself from something that's just so goddamn toxic, and you're like you're sucked into the vortex.
Good luck in the women's correctional beauty pageant.
You just have to, you know, for my sanity's sake, which is, you know, questionable at best, and I'm just being honest, I had to take myself out. And did that stop everybody? No. As clear as day right now, it's still happening. I mean, every day, 3 weeks I've been gone. The same people have been talking about me every day across many different channels. Nothing's changed, which only proved my last live. I'm not counting the 8-minute cancel live as a live because I knew I should have done it, and I stopped it before it started, really. But on like the What Do I Do live, I said, like, you know, if I stay on YouTube, it doesn't matter. If I go away, it doesn't matter. If, you know, I'm dead, it doesn't matter. You know, it's there. I'm still gonna be talked about. And they proved me right in every regard. Every regard, they proved me right on. If you watch that live, I did What Do I Do? Because no matter any way I try to go, I can't escape it. So that's how that works. So, you know, what am I going to do? But, you know, me and Cody have been working really hard at something in our off time. And you'll see. There'll be more. All right, recap for new viewers who are just other. All right, so basically, should I reread the thing again?
No.
I really don't want to drag this out.
No.
I'll reread it again for new
They
viewers.
can-
Let me know if you
Let
guys
them
honestly
rewatch
want me
their
to
lives. They can
reread.
rewatch it.
No, well, if you want me to reread, I'll do it one more time. But that's it. Lita was with Eric, Michelle. Lita kicked Eric's daughter out of the house. Lita and Eric decided to buy 3 $5 footlongs from Subway to feed Lita's visiting family from Indonesia. Lita has failed 3 times with me in court. All right, so Lita, horrible Lita, Margarita. I'll reread it one more time. Got arrested today. Hold on. And I'll read the charges from the police department that arrested her. And from my understanding, she's still being held. And again, I haven't been live in a bit, so I'm a little rusty. Not really on top of my things. Okay. So this is a statement from the Portage Police Department, which arrested Lita. They're in Wisconsin. And it reads, on Thursday, October 5th. Now, she got arrested today on the 9th. This just happened.
This is all 2023.
This just happened. She got arrested today, like a few hours ago. On Thursday, October 5th, 2023, the Portage Police Department was notified by the owners of Loggerhead Deco, located on Ladon Drive in the city of Portage, regarding an internal theft involving a temp employee employed as their bookkeeper. So Lita is the temp bookkeeper. Through the investigation, it was determined the employee had made fraudulent payments and withdrawals to several outside business accounts and customers using Loggerhead Deco's account information. These victims are not only in the state of Wisconsin, but surrounding states as well. Some victims reporting several thousands of dollars in unauthorized business account payments and withdrawals. It was further discovered that the Employees Association, as co-owner to a business in Arkdale, Wisconsin, helped the employee facilitate these crimes. Arrested as a result was Lita Margarita, age 34, of Arkdale, Wisconsin. Booking photo attached. That's the booking photo you see on screen right now. And Lita Margarita is facing charges of theft from a business setting, fraudulent data alteration, forgery, and wire fraud against a financial institution. Additional charges may be forthcoming as this investigation progresses. These charges are merely an accusation of criminal conduct where probable cause existed for an arrest. The individual is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Now, if you have a pen and paper, again, the Portage Police Department is still working on identifying potential other victims. Anyone with information regarding Lita Margarita can contact Lieutenant Ben Newman at the Portage Police Department at 608-742-2174. Signed, Lieutenant Ben Newman. Clink, clink.
She already got clank clank.
Oh my God.
I could go for a margarita.
You know what? Margaritas are for everybody tonight. Break out the Cuervo.
I could go for a margarita.
Anybody who has tequila and a little bit of sour mix, break out a margarita and toast her right now.
Just tequila. Just do a tequila and just a salt rim. Boom.
I don't know. And again, I don't know if like she was doing this to pay the restitution that she's owed to them. I don't know. I have no idea. And again, Sherelle, if you were here, I would love for you to come up. I would love it. But you know, if you're stealing money, and as a tip, if
Did
you're
you
stealing,
send that to her?
no, I didn't.
Well, you should send it to her.
All
She
right.
might not know about it.
Oh, I'm sure Sherelle knows about it by now.
Well, probably by now, yes, but she's kind of maybe confused a little bit about some stuff. But hey,
I just sent it to her.
just send it to her, and if she wants to talk or come up, she's more than welcome to.
Hold on,
We welcome her.
I'll send it to a couple other people too. So yeah. This is wild. And the fact that the others are now defending this, I mean, like, it just shows you who they really are. A bunch of criminals.
How can you defend it?
Bunch of criminals defending criminals.
How can you defend it?
How do you defend that?
I mean, she's caught red-handed, and how can you defend it? It's right there. It's right there from the police.
But they all know
station
better.
Itself. They're good friends.
No, Michelle. No, she was no. And Dr. Lita. And, you know, maybe Lita could, like, work on patients in jail with her advanced degree in medicine.
Maybe she can cut hair. Who knows?
I don't know. I have no idea about that. But clearly Lita is someone who's gotten away with getting arrested multiple times. Again, sound familiar? So familiar to me.
Because daddy and mommy pays them all.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a call coming in about this, about her status. Shit. Hey. Okay. Do you want me to put you on, do you want me to put you on speaker or no? I'm still live. All right, I'm going to put you on. No, I'm live. I've been live. You want me to put you on speaker? Or I could give you a link if you want to do it that way. Okay, Stacy, I'm gonna put you on speaker. Hold on, guys. This is my friend Stacy. She has information on this. Oh wait, let me put my breaking news. Hold on, Stacy.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Stacy. You got it.
All right. So the way that it works out in Wisconsin is a judge reviewed the report for arrest, or the judge reviewed a report and issued for arrest. And what happens is people are to normally see a judge within 1 day, or excuse me, they normally go to court within 1 day. However, she was taken in on Friday, so Saturday and Sunday the court's closed, the DA's office is closed, so that would have been today where she should have gone to court for her initial arraignment, but the DA's office held her, so they are still reviewing it. So she didn't get to go to court today, but she's staying in custody until the DA takes her to court, which it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day. There's no time limit for the DA's office. They don't have to do it within 48 hours or 72 hours. It's just at their discretion. So the charges are indeed filed because the judge approved it. The probable cause for arrest is what it was called. And so she's in there. I don't know if they're felony charges. The jail couldn't confirm that because they didn't want to log in. But the type of offenses are normally felony charges.
Now, is it, you know, because say it's Columbus Day, it's like, you know, a federal holiday. Does that?
So that did not interfere. They still had court today. A lot of the courts it's a federal holiday, but it's at the discretion of the state if they want to observe it. And there's like I don't know, 26 states that no longer observe Columbus Day. They observe it as Indigenous People Day. But Wisconsin, they were open. Their courts were open today, and they didn't put her in front of the DA.
Now, do you know if was there an option for her to even get bonded out, or the DA is like, no, we're holding her?
They have to hold her until they take her to court.
Ooh.
So the DA can decide, like, oh, hey, we're going to have her go to court tomorrow, or they can say, no, we still need a review tomorrow, well, maybe Wednesday. And so, yeah, she's on there. And from what I could see looking online on the circuit website, they haven't set the court date yet. So it could maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. The jail gives the court and DA a list of people that need to go to court, and the DA picks who they want to take to court that day. And she was not selected.
Well, it's 5:30 Wisconsin time right now. Wouldn't that, it's after hours now. Wouldn't that be on the calendar for tomorrow if it?
No, they pick and choose when they want to do it the day of.
Right, but I'm saying now that it's after 5. Oh, the day of.
Okay.
And then
from what I see, there's nothing yet. Like, I know that when Jen was taken in, their website was updated very, very quickly for Jen.
Which Jen?
Bailey.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, that stuff was very quick. But from what I could see on this one, there's nothing on for tomorrow yet. And I'll just check tomorrow morning and just keep seeing. Once there's a case number on.
Oh, you cut out. You there?
Oh, yes. So I said, once I see a case number on the circuit website, that means she has been to court.
And she was picked up today, right?
No, she was picked up Friday morning.
Oh, wait.
She's been in there
She's been
in there since Friday morning. I
Holy
texted you that. She got arrested Friday morning arrested Friday at 9:34 a.m. She was arrested, 9:49.
Oh, wait, this deserves a breaking news banner. Hold on 1 second. So she was picked up Friday morning, you say?
Yeah, she's been in there all week, and that's what I said. Oh, the DA couldn't review it Saturday or Sunday because they're closed on weekends. She was picked up at Friday morning at 9:34 a.m.
So she's been being held in Wisconsin
all
jail
weekend.
all weekend till this very second, until tomorrow possibly.
Yep, till tomorrow. And I don't know how it works in Wisconsin, if they let people bail, if they release them. All states are different. Let's see, does Wisconsin have bail bonds?
She's from
so amazing.
She's from Indonesia. Yes, Indonesia.
Now, is she a citizen?
I don't think so. I think she's only a green card holder. Do you have any insights on that about
So from my understanding, the way it works out is when someone has been convicted of certain type of felony, or if they're convicted of a felony or a DUI, there's a huge list, but it's normally felonies or a DUI. If you are convicted, they can revoke your green card, or they can revoke your permanent residence. So even if someone's a permanent resident, they can still have it revoked, but it has to be a felony and a conviction. So if she gets convicted of this, that could jeopardize her green card status.
Now, would you, in your professional opinion, do you think that she'll get some type of bond, or because someone just said that Wisconsin is cash bond only, and I don't know how this works. So
it's so the way I'm seeing it, and in my kind of experience, is these are white collar. It's a white collar crime. Forgery, it's white collar. It's not considered a violent offense, so they could just be inclined to release her on her own recognizance. You know, if you're a first-time offender, it's non-violent, they could just release you on your own recognizance. But if she does have to do a cash bail, let's see, Wisconsin is.
But if they were going to ROR her, why wouldn't they have done that after she was booked?
Because she has to go in front of the DA in court. So the judge has already reviewed and okay, yes, probable cause arrest, but now the DA has to go into court and they'll put up their argument as to why she should remain in custody or if she should be released. So yeah, Wisconsin has their own state-run bail program. Bail bonds is not an option. How do I bail someone out of Wisconsin? They have someone.
Because someone in the chat, Snark, is saying it's cash bond only. So
But she
you know,
doesn't
if
even
her
have a
bond,
bail
if her bail is 40K, you know, she has to pay the 40K. You don't do like the 10%.
No, it wouldn't be a 10%. She'd have to pay the full, and you know she has a judgment against her. So
And someone else, Stephanie, is saying it's cash bond and signature bond in Wisconsin.
Wow. Oh, signature bond. So what that I believe that means is they just literally sign, and if they don't appear, then they owe the court all that money. I think like federal does that too. Like that guy Mike that just got picked up, that was in federal custody. I think he did a signature bond. Oh man. But forgery? Like what? Let's see. It says theft, a business setting, fraudulent data alteration, wire fraud against a financial institute, and uttering a forgery. So maybe she stole money from an employer?
No, she stole it from the business she was working
The
for.
business. Well, that's what I mean by her. She stole it from the employer.
Right.
Not good. I wonder if that's how she afforded her Corvette.
I think she had to.
No, I don't think it goes that deep because and MW, thank you, I really appreciate that. No, I Lita never worked. You know, she was a doctor. She felt everything was beneath her.
Right. She's a doctor.
Right. Well, you know, a doctor. You know, in her mind.
She's a doctor. So.
Lita has a bachelor's degree. I have a bachelor's degree. I don't know what with these cast members that think they get a bachelor's degree, like Jesse Meester. He's a psychiatrist.
A psychologist.
Yeah, Dr. Meester. And now we have, you know, with his bachelor's degree, and now we have Lita with her bachelor's degree, probably in like, you know, animal husbandry, and and she's a doctor. I don't know, but yeah, she refused to work because she thought she was better than everybody else, and we all know that of Lita. You know.
Now, is there any way to find out if she has satisfied the summary judgment that was issued against her?
I don't know. I do.
I wonder, like, is that paid off? Is it not? And if it is paid off, where did those funds come from? And could that jeopardize those funds? That if they were paid, like, could they take the funds back and say, sorry, this money was stolen? Or I don't know how that works.
That's why I would really love Sherelle to come up. I mean, I hope that Sherelle goes live, even if she doesn't come here and explains it. I really hope she does because,
that could be a case against her.
You know, I would think that Lita would have to be pretty desperate to start cooking the books and stealing from a temp agency. Well, stealing for the company that she worked at through the temp agency to, you know, pay off Sherelle. I mean, it makes sense in my head, and I think everybody listening.
I mean, she probably to pay off Sherelle, to keep her Corvette, to keep Eric's truck that she bragged about buying him. I don't know. I wonder if their house. Do they still have their house? Is it for sale? I wonder. I know their house wasn't really worth that much.
No, my cottage is worth more than their house.
Your house, Sherelle was very spot on when she said that because she could have gotten a lien against it.
You know, and you know that there's no way that house was paid off in cash. I mean, like that house, that dilapidated house.
Well, it was like 100 and yeah, it was.
And you know, and they also live in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. You know,
right.
No place where like, you know, anybody wants to live. So I don't know. In my head, I'm thinking she was doing this to pay off the debt that she owed to Sherelle. But maybe, you know, no one's ever given concrete proof on how much she owed Sherelle. Like what, you know, what?
I think it was like around 41,000. I'll see, but I feel like I saw some of the number 41 somewhere because it was the attorney fees that she had to pay Sherelle. She had to pay Sherelle's attorney fees.
But it was more than that, you know, because, you know.
Oh, shoot, really?
Yeah, because not just the attorney fees, but like, you know, they won on the slap.
Oh, so it's even more.
So, yeah, because, you know, Lita, and I don't forget, Stacey, I was also a co-defendant on that case.
Right.
So that's
Here's
how
the paperwork.
I know. I'm gonna have to undig that paperwork out and see if I could get an answer. This is wild.
Wow. You know, what goes around comes around. Karma. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly, Stacy. Yes.
Yep, that's all I gotta say. Karma. You know,
And if
take a
anybody
deal,
deserved
run
it, she's one who
And she just
deserved
wanted
it.
to climb out of her rock to like.
And
show
did you
her
know
face,
she
and
just
now
actually
she's
resurfaced
back
a few
in
a few days ago, going back
I
to
did see that. She commented on someone's post that she wanted to see photos of their trip to Europe, and I thought it was kind of funny because she probably can't afford to go to Europe because she has judgments against her.
And you would agree that something like with charges like this, she would need another attorney, right?
Oh yeah, this is sophisticated to do things like this because I had an experience like this where an employee did something similar, and it's serious. It's very serious, and you have to have like proof. You can't just say, "Oh, I think they took it," or "I think this is what was done." You got to have proof. So there's obviously something there for a judge to say, "Yes, arrest."
You know, and
Of
it goes
course.
without saying, but
Otherwise,
like
she wouldn't be arrested.
you know, Lita and the company she keeps on social media have all gotten away with a lot of things. A lot of things they've gotten away with. Lita and her friends, we know what we're talking about, have all gotten away with murder, pretty much. And, you know, the more you get away with things, the more cocky and greedy and, you know, the snowball just turns bigger and bigger. And then you're going to get caught.
And they've always been there in the background, silently, but she's been there.
You're going to get caught.
Her dilapidated house, it's not listed for sale. Kind of surprised that she hasn't sold it. But she only bought it for $123,000 3 years ago. So,
And that was what
could literally take her whole house.
I mean, and they moved there after like living in that like what 2-bedroom apartment that that Lita kicked Tasha out of.
70s. Yes.
That Lita kicked Tasha out of. So, there's no way that house was paid in cash. Absolutely no way.
No, they probably. I mean, depending on the loan type, I believe he was military.
Yeah.
So I think. So you usually, I think military, they can usually get a good deal, like $0 down or something. I don't know, but yeah, it wouldn't have been much. The house only $123,000. That's whatever percentage you put down.
They showed the pictures before, and like that house was like that house needed a lot of work.
And I remember watching her lives from before, and there wasn't work done to the house. Like, she didn't update it. It still had...
Oh, no. It looked like the Bradys were still living there.
Right. From the 70s.
Yeah. And again, no shade to anybody who has a, you know...
No, of course not. But, like, don't sit there and, like, just be
say, like,
oh
you
my
know,
God,
you're living the good life. And
I have a Corvette
You're
and, like,
buying
this and that. And then
a Corvette in a house when it's, like, really your house isn't worth that much. Cool, you got a truck. Cool, you got a Corvette, but you also have a judgment against you.
I can't believe she's only 34.
Yeah,
Like that's the biggest breaking news thing. Lita Margarita is only 34.
Yeah,
like
I want to know how they got that mugshot because I was trying to find the mugshot.
It was posted by the Portage Police Department.
Oh, the police department posted it?
Yes, that's how I found out.
Oh my God. I thought it was on Reddit.
Oh my God! Now TMZ
We'll
TMZ just reported on it. Oh, Lita, welcome back to the spotlight you so desperately were clinging to.
So now TMZ is actually writing about
TMZ's headline: 90-Day Fiance Lita Margarita arrested in Wisconsin, allegedly used her job to steal thousands of dollars.
Oh, Lita! Oh my God, girl!
That's a 360. Oh, look at that mug.
TMZ. Oh, it's gonna be all over the news.
And now all her buddies, all her hateful buddies, Amy, are all defending her. Oh no, she's a good person.
The cops in Portridge, Wisconsin were notified by the owners of Loggerhead Deco, a glass bottling decorating company. She made fraudulent payments and withdrawals to several outside business accounts and customers.
Yep.
Using the company's account info. The victims reported having several thousands of dollars missing from their account. Oh, wow. She may be hit with additional charges as the investigation continues.
Mm-hmm.
Woo, she might be in there for a while.
From your lips to
Or
God's
they could
ears.
sell her, they could set the bail comparable to what's allegedly stolen, like the cash bail. I've seen that happen where when someone steals money, the bail's set equivalent, like to what it would be. You know, they sell 100,000, bails 100,000, or they, you know, there has to be a review of where the money came from.
So, Stacey, would you say that that's proper?
How they have her held.
Well, you know, Lita's thing was it has to be proper. So, do you think this is? I guess it wasn't proper because obviously,
I mean, there's evidence there. She got caught somehow. There's enough there for a judge to say, yeah, you did something wrong. And you know, TMZ is a very good source. They probably called, then they probably called the employer or already got the police report.
well, after the whole Paul mess, you know, and the Josh Cedar mess, like, you know, and Paul, another one of their friends, criminals defending criminals. You know, this is just wild. And the fact that these people who have been attacking me are now attacking me before showing that Lita got arrested, like, you just can't make this up. Oh my God, you can't.
But that's
their
their best friend.
Hey, you know what? Paul's gonna be next because Paul's back in the States.
Well, you know what?
We don't know nothing about that.
Done
We
with
don't
him.
talk to him.
I said that I'm just thinking of recent TMZ stories about 90-day people. And, you know, prior to Lita, it was Paul. Then, you know, Josh, even though he was never on the show, he's certainly, sinked his teeth into like a lot of 90-day fiance cast members. So,
try to more that.
so TMZ has to like double, triple, quadruple check their their sources now.
Sure they are now. Of course, yes.
Oh, here's something to chew on. Thank you, Julie. Who thinks Eric was involved? Do you think that Lita was doing this at her job and not telling Eric or anybody?
No. I think he had a 50-50 part in it.
That's a good question, Julie. I didn't even think of that.
Is he gonna get roped into it? Maybe.
I mean,
think Eric was, when I asked you, John, like, what is the military and everything?
But I don't think he's in the military anymore.
But
I don't.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when I said that before, I thought that he was actually involved. Thank you, Julie, for saying it again, because that's what I was thinking and said before. Thank you.
Do you need to go?
Yes, I do. I gotta go.
All right, bye, sweetheart. Thank you for all the information.
Thank you, Stacey.
Keep me
We love you.
posted.
I will. Talk to you guys later.
Bye, honey. Okay. Yeah, do we think Eric was involved? Because
Yes.
how can Lita be doing? If Eric, no, he has to be.
If she's stealing all this money and everything, and if they are not making all this money to pay Sherelle and like their bills and like whatever, and she's coming out with all this money and stuff like that, you really think as a temp you're really gonna make all this money? Come on. It's common sense. He knew what was going on.
But here's the thing. If Eric didn't know, then what is Lita stealing all these thousands of dollars for? Because I could see Lita being like, Eric, I steal money from bookkeeping place. Pay off Sherelle. And that's how she talks. I could see her telling Eric that she's going to do that to get their debt down. But if she didn't tell Eric, then what is Lita stealing the money for? Because obviously she was stealing it for herself and keeping Eric in the dark. Shelly, I wonder if your assets will be frozen.
Maybe to pay her dad back from the car accident that allegedly
Oh,
at
that
facility.
car accident's years old.
I
Let's
know,
not even
but
go there.
maybe her dad said you need to start paying me back because I can't afford you anymore.
Yeah, Kat. Yeah, we already talked about that. She got a 4-year restraining order against Tasha years ago, back when she was still on the show. That was like 2018 or 2019. We were still in New York at that point. But Lita's sneaky, like, you know. And now look at Lita's friends. You have one friend that's you know, in this community that got arrested for check forgery. You got another one that was arrested for check kiting. You got another one who was arrested for stealing money from their job. So she's around good people. Well,
Another one
she's
for
around.
DB.
Is this like Sugar and Spice? Did Lita go to the jail to ask her mom for help on how to rob a bank?
I told you who she went to. She had her teacher, and I told you. I'm not going to say the name, but you know exactly. The one that's very similar to this, that's where that was the teacher.
But yeah, like, if Eric is involved,
Well,
I
we'll
don't
find
know.
out. I mean, she got arrested today. So
Well, she got
arrested on Friday, but
So-
they can't do anything until Tuesday.
she got arrested on Friday, and she's been held since Friday. So poor
So
Miss
tomorrow,
poor
we'll
Miss
find
Margarita
out,
has
hopefully.
been in the clink since Friday. What came out today was the press release from the police department that arrested her.
Right.
So she
And
was
then-
arrested on. I thought she was arrested today originally. When I started this live, I thought she was
Well, it
arrested
said
today.
October 9th, so I misread
The
it.
press
too,
the
so-
press relief was the press release was from today. So we just all assumed that she had just
It
gotten
was
arrested.
Today. Yes.
She got arrested on Friday and has been held without bail since Friday.
So we might know more tomorrow because they pick and choose on who's gonna see the judge. So she might be there. We might find out more. If she's not, then it could be Wednesday, it could be Thursday, it could be Friday, it could be another month. Who knows? It's until she gets picked. But there's no bond as of right now.
You know, so the fact that they just, you know, I want to think that Eric wasn't in on it.
I don't believe
And
that.
knowing Lita as well as I do, she would be the first person to turn her own husband in to lessen her sentence.
Of course she would.
She would. She would give up Eric in a second
Yes,
if that meant her getting reduced time or like whatever.
I agree.
She wouldn't even blink her eyes. She'd go, "What do I got to do?"
She would have already said yes before he even asked the question.
You know, it kind of reminds me of another blogger, and I like this blogger. Now, you have to be an old schooler to remember. What was her name? Oh, God. She started when Frauded by TLC started the podcast, she was like the other half of it. What was her name? Oh, talking shits. Now, and I like her, and I don't mean to bring her up, and I hope she's doing okay. But, you know, she also got in trouble for doing the same thing. She was working for her father's company, and she was cooking the books and taking money. And then I think her name was. Remember who I'm talking about? Well, Katrina was doing the podcast with her. Originally, it was Talkers of Fraud or whatever. And this girl, I still follow her. Hold on. Talker of Shits. That's it. Yep, that's her. She also kind of got in trouble for the same thing. And again, no shade to her. I hope she's doing okay. She's been, you know, offline since 2019. But she got into the same trouble. you know, embezzling money from the dad's HOA to give herself money. And this is this thing, you know, very similar. Hey, Nisi. So, you know, and Leah's been around, you know, Leah's been around for a long time, and I just can't believe she thought that she can get away with it. But see, this is what happens in this community and in life in general, that the more you get away with things, the greedier you get. Like bank robbers who just want to keep robbing banks and robbing banks and robbing banks. And, oh, we keep getting away with it. Let's just get a little bit more. We need a little bit more. We need a little bit more. And the day comes when your number's up. And much like everybody else in this community who's gotten away with horrible things they've done to people, your day is going to come. It might not be today or tomorrow or next week, but it's going to come for you. You know, look at me. I haven't been live in 3 weeks. I have not said anything about anybody. But that hasn't stopped everybody else from still going live about me every day in those 3 weeks, around the clock. People going live as me just yesterday, prank calling businesses as me, whatever. Saying that I can't go live because I wear adult diapers, and that's why I've been going live. Well, if I was wearing adult diapers, then I could sit in this chair and go live, pissing and shitting myself for, like, you know, 85 hours at a clip. And they just proved my point, saying like no matter what I do, they'll never leave me alone. So thank you for proving my point. And Lita she really did make my life hell. Lita posted she just did a world. Horrible stuff. Horrible. And I was happy when when Sherelle beat her in court and then she disappeared because, you know, Lita always won. She had to hide and bury herself. And then she comes back up around like 2 weeks ago or something like that, and here we are. And I'm so happy that she did, honestly. So happy that she did, because the people she ran to, the bunch of criminals that they are, it's, you know, the bunch of criminals, you know, they can't, and now, even as we speak, lies are being done. How dare I speak about Lita when I stole thousands of dollars from this dead woman, which you tried that and you failed again. And I'm not even going to get into it. I'm going to let this poor woman rest in peace. Oh, Lord. I mean, I've shown proof and screenshots and I'm not going to do it anymore. Like, you've all seen it. I'm not going to try and prove myself to a bunch of liars that know that they're lying. No matter what you show, it's not going to matter. And being offline for, like, you know, the 3 weeks that I've been, it's given me a little bit of clarity. You know, I could look at things now and see this idiot prank calling businesses in my town, whatever. Good for you, man. Like, I don't care. What did you trying to get reactions out of me? I don't care. There you go. There's your reaction. And then, you know, when you have literal criminals defending literal criminals, that should show you, you know, when you have Paul and Lita in your chats. I mean, Paul's been arrested more times than there are commandments and amendments to the Constitution. Oh, he's a great guy. Lita, with all the shit she's got away with. Oh, yeah, sure, she's fine. She's in jail right now for theft, forgery, wire fraud. But, you know, let's talk about John instead. Let's deflect and talk about John. Sure, you go ahead and you do that. The only thing I'm guilty of is saying things, some untoward things, when I was pushed to the edge by these people. And if these last 3 weeks doesn't show you how even when I'm silent for 3 weeks, completely silent, they still push me and push me and push me. Imagine if I was posing as one of them and prank calling businesses. What would happen? Yeah, I said some stuff when I was mad. Maybe I tossed a few back that night, but I never acted on it. I'm just mad. And that's why I posted what Joe Gorga said the other night, because Joe Gorga from New Jersey Housewives made a great point. You know, he said they never want to discuss what triggered you, just how you reacted. So yeah, they don't say all the horrible things they said and did to get me to react the way I reacted. They just want to see the reaction so they could build off that. And it's taken me a while to get there, but I'm there. And again, I would never have been live tonight if this didn't break today. Of course, Sophie. How many numerous screenshots did I post of her telling me I love you? It was a gift. I'm embarrassed, you know. And then again, if I had taken all this money from her in 2021, why did she spend like $6,000 on me on my birthday and continue to? But it, you know, I'm not going to go down that road again because they saw the money that she had and they wanted it. So it's fine. I don't care. I can't defend myself against this. If they want to talk about the same thing every day for the rest of their lives, that's on them. That's on them. I'm going to move forward. I'm not going to live in the past. I mean, hell, I can go live 24/7 and talk about things that happened a million years ago all day long, but I'm not. But I will say is that in our downtime right now, on top of reflecting, me and Cody have been working at something, and that something will be happening soon. And hopefully it'll put a stop to this YouTube nonsense. Oh, Lord. But as far as Lita goes, you deserve everything that's coming to you. And I hope the judge throws the book at you. And and her army of criminals. They'll get theirs in due time. You know, any sane person would say, like, if you're friends with her and knew about her past, would say, like, oh my God, you know, this is someone that we need to stay away from. Instead, let's love her. She's not a citizen. Let's love Lita and say, oh, the horrible things that John did, which are all lies and whatever. Because you know what? I've never been arrested. One of the few, I guess, in this community that hasn't. My hands are clean. You'll never see a mugshot of me posted anywhere. Despite all the attempts between Lita and her team of haters who tried to get me arrested on bullshit, but nope, you failed every time. There's so many ways we can go with this. You know, who knows? But I would think this will be very. I hope they send her back to Indonesia. And like, you girl, go back to Indonesia. You were a doctor there, weren't you? You could live the good life, not working temp agencies and working as a part-time bookkeeper, cooking the books. Like the hubris of her to try and steal when you're a temp. And she's thinking, I'm just a temp. They won't catch on. Unreal. But as for me, I don't know. Oh God, I don't know what I want to do, to be honest with you. I've not wanted to. I didn't want to be on YouTube. As you could tell from my last 8-minute cancel live, like this place brings so much hate and toxicity. Like I didn't want to be here. And I couldn't even get through that live. I couldn't even get through 8 minutes of it before. Hey, J Freak, before I had to cancel it. And I haven't been live since. Again, when this news broke today, I had to go live. There was just no way in hell I wasn't going to say something about this because she deserves it. So, as for me, I don't know what. I mean, I would love to go live tomorrow and talk about Sister Wives, but I don't know if I'm ready for it again. I don't know. And like I said, there's also other stuff going on in the background. But hey, Wicked. But as this is content, because I do cover 90 Day Fiance, and this is a cast member getting arrested, I felt it was my duty as a 90 Day Fiance blogger to cover this. This isn't me just talking about some idiot hater on YouTube. No, this is someone who's on the show. Rita. There you go. So I got to think about a couple of things. I didn't want to go live until what was working in the background came to fruition, but now that I'm here now, maybe we could start the ball rolling again. I gotta talk to Cody about it. All I will say is, like, in like the 3 weeks. Thank you, Mia. In the 3 weeks that we've been off, like, Cody and I have been so happy. You know, our health is better. And the thought of, like, going back on YouTube and ruining that scares me. We've just been really good lately. I don't know. I gotta think about it. Hey, Michelle. And I probably, you know, I don't know. This live had to happen, because as soon as I saw it, I was like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Like, I was like, you know, this woman has tortured me and my family for 4 years. So do I not say anything? I had to. And, you know, maybe I wouldn't have if she just didn't reemerge and start attacking me again in all the haters' lives. I honestly, I probably wouldn't have, you know, because I've been enjoying being off YouTube, and I probably would not have had Lita not just resurface and started doing the John Yates attacking again. But that, coupled with the 4 years of her constant torment against me, like, I had to. And again, it's 90 Day Fiance, and I am the lead 90 Day Fiance blogger, right? So I had to say something. But it's been nice seeing all you guys in chat. I really do. Thank you, Wicked. I miss you guys a lot. You know, me and Cody have been watching TV. We were watching the Housewives reunion on OC. We were watching Sister Wives, and, like, don't think that every time we're watching these shows, every 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to say it on a live. I'm like, oh shit, nope, not doing live, so can't do that. But it is what it is. Oh, I miss laughing with y'all. I really do. I had to. There was no way I could not say anything. And if it was like, I don't know, like some idiot, if Tim got arrested or like who's someone I don't care, if Big Ed got arrested, I would have not cared and I wouldn't have said a thing. But Lita, oh, you bet your sweet ass. She is a nightmare. And all her friends are nightmares, and all her friends are defending her right now. So what if Lita was a temp and she thought she could steal money from the business and give it to herself? But look at what John Yates did. Really? Huh? So we'll see. I gotta talk to Cody about it. And we'll figure it out. But I promise you, unless it's a cast member like Lita who's tortured me. I mean, Lita is really the only one that's tortured me from the cast. Yeah, Lita. Only Lita. Right? Here I am. Oh my God, there's some news reporting, some news agency is saying that Lita's worth $75 million. 75 million pennies? Maybe? I don't know. But this woman has been an awful human being, and I'm happy to report on her demise. Girl, if you were 75 million, you wouldn't be living in some shed in Arkdale. Just saying. $75 million. Okay, girl. Because if you were at $75 million, would you be living in Wisconsin with Eric? Oh God. Where do these people get this information from? That puts her like right below Oprah. Well, no, Oprah's a billionaire, but you know what I'm saying. My point. I don't know. Before I end this, is there anything else I need to address? You can let me know in the chat. Oh, this just in. I just thought of something else. Lita also accused Larissa and Carmen of being scammers about lying to ICE back in 2020. Remember that? Yeah, exactly. Tell Sherelle that. Sherelle, girl, it's posted that Lita's worth 75 million. The 5 and 10. The Woolworths. You know, how many people did Lita accuse of scamming, myself included? And that what our friends are doing right now as I'm doing this live? Meanwhile, you're in jail. And I can't see any judge ruling favorably in this case. Meanwhile, you're here on a green card. And you don't think the judge is going to see all the crappy things you've done online and prior to being online? You don't think the judge is going to see that? You don't think the judge is going to see that, girl? Exactly. And all this whole team of criminals, these YouTube criminals, literal, I'm not saying criminal lightly, YouTube criminals that have all gotten arrested at some point in their life for robbing, stealing, whatever they've done, assault, DV, that are all best friends. All best friends. With their army of supporters who all know that they're lying and are good with it. Yes, Amy, good point. Joe Giudice. Joe Giudice was living here since he was 1 year old. One year old, I should say. And he got deported for wire fraud, right? Joe Giudice, wire fraud was one of his charges. And he's been living here since he was 1. I mean, I've always said, I can't believe that Joe never got a citizenship or his family didn't do that for him because he lived here his whole life. But one of Joe's charges was wire fraud. So if you don't think they're not good, vaya con Dios, Lita. I can't wait till they ship you back there.
We won't visit.
Because Eric always says, Lita always wins. Ooh, not today.
Oh, she'll get a free flight back to her country.
Maybe she'll get economy coach.
For her. Hopefully they'll put her in storage. Oh, Cody, that was...
Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, Lita. Oh, I'm there. Who wants it? Who wants to do a road trip so we could all be there and witness this? And if you need me as a witness as to how horrible Lita is, I will gladly volunteer in tribute. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Joe had very, you know, they had the money, like, you know, but I'm game. Bon voyage. And I hate to be this petty, but she deserves every, you know, she tried to ruin my life many times, just like the other people who she's friends with who are trying to do it now. That's who the same people that she's in the chats for. Trying to get me falsely arrested. Why is it the people who are the real criminals doing real criminal activity always pointing the finger at people who aren't?
Because they're dirty. They're dirty.
Why?
People. They're dirty. They had a nasty upbringing. They had never a good life. So that's why they're bitter. They were bullied in their life, so now they have to like make up for it now that they're like 50 and 60. That's what it is.
We could all stay at Home Depot Jen's house. I'm sorry.
What, her little tiny driveway cottage?
Her best friend. And now watch. Not one of these people who in the chats that Lita was in will say one bad thing about her. Not one. That she was ripping off a business she was working at as a temp employee, that she was stealing thousands of dollars from that company and giving it to herself. Not one of these people will say one thing about her. Not one. They won't.
No, it's all good.
They won't because that
She had a reason.
those are her
to do
people. Oh yeah, of course.
She had a reason because she needed to help her family.
Yeah. She had to buy bread because her family was starving. They
Of
won't
course,
say a
she had to get
goddamn
gas
word.
for her Corvette. Get the hell out of here, please.
The normal thing would be like, why is this? Oh my God, I had no idea about this woman and she was stealing. We don't want to be associated with her.
No, or I'm sorry for like the things that I said, like to back her up. And now I see like what she actually really is. And like, I'm sorry and like whatever, but no. Oh, I'm sorry her hair can't blow anymore in her Corvette with the top down. Oh.
What Corvette?
Exactly.
That was probably repoed years ago.
You know it was. That's why she had to go back online and take a temp job and steal money.
And from a temp job. But her army of criminal friends will say, well, she's right. Thank God she did. You can't get behind the thinking of these people.
But that's funny because, John, neither you nor I have been in jail for stealing money or robbing any of our businesses that we ever freaking worked at. So, y'all are just horrible people. You won't find any records of that because we never done it and would never do it. They just find people and teach them how to do it. And she was probably sending money to the other one.
So we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm going to end this in a few minutes, but I just wanted to say, because I don't want to I'm repeating stuff and kind of over it. Justice was served today.
On Friday.
On Friday. And I hope that Lita sits there and rots in clink clink and right. Hope that she sits there and rots. And
send her to Anne's house.
I also hope that
let her steal from Anne. Her and her welfare.
There's no way she's not getting deported with this. And I'm sure if the judge and the DA saw this, there's mountains and mountains of evidence to keep her there in custody since Friday. It's Tuesday. It's Monday going on Tuesday now. So, and I don't know what money Leah's going to get for an attorney. Maybe she'll use the public defender. I hope she does.
She's got Rich Daddy. Remember, he paid off the other stuff for her.
He's not going to, he has no Indonesian clouds here, and especially in Wisconsin.
Who knows?
And the Midwest Wisconsiners are not, and the judge and jury are not going to be happy with some foreigner who was on TV, who went live for years disparaging everybody, bashed people, said horrible things. No one's going to be happy with that, especially good Wisconsin people that
and they really are. They really are good.
They're not going to be happy with some idiot who's here on a green card stealing from American companies.
That don't look good for you.
As a temp, for Christ's sakes.
Exactly. You weren't even a permanent freaking employee. You were a temp. This is like obsessed all over again.
It's really
like,
bad.
You are a 10. I don't know if she's watching, but you came into my country. You played with our money. Try me.
Oh, Chaos is in here. She really appreciated that. Yeah. So, and all I can say is that I have been working with Cody and to try to get this to stop on YouTube. So I have my own thing going on as we speak to try and put an end to this, which you'll see shortly. I didn't want to go live until that came about, but could not say no to this live. So that's it. I mean, I could sit here and talk to you with my adult diapers on for probably 7 more hours about how horrible Lita is, but I think I made my point.
Well, the mugshot shows shows all of it. I mean, come on.
And that's all there is to it. So,
I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
I'm going to wish you all a good night. And hold on. Sorry, people are still sending me stuff. I'm going to wish you all good night. And just know that I've been gone. Haven't said anything about anybody. And still, these people push me every day. Every day. And I'm not going live to refute one of their bullshit lies. I'm not. I'm the only reason why I do this live is because this woman is the devil, just like her friends are. I'm pointing at the screen like you could see it. I'm pointing at her mugshot. She is the devil, and there's probably no other blogger who's been affected by her as much as I have. So I'll see you when I see you next. Maybe it'll be this week. I don't know. I gotta iron out some things, and I'll talk to you guys later. Y'all have a great night. It was nice to see you. Bye.